Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to Ironclad RC. We got an offshore electrics order here. Okay, pretty big order, right at a $600 order. I have some stuff for our twin motor hydroplane build. I actually have some stuff for several different boats. So stick around, we're going to open it up. Everything will be linked in the description. If you guys see something you need, check the description. If you purchase through the description, I have an affiliate link with offshore electrics. It does help me out, so stick around. Big B with Ironclad RC. Okay, so you're gonna be my helper, okay? You're gonna be my helper. You're gonna help Daddy out. This is my son Axel, by the way. He always gets excited whenever I get packages in the mail. He always runs in here and wants to help me open them. You know, a lot of times I have to do them on camera, and he's excited. So I am too. I got some props in here that I've been wanting for a long time. You got it? You got it? Get it out. Pull it out. Some props in here. I wanted some building supplies. There's quite a few things in here that I figured you guys would be interested in. Now, Offshore Electrics got their props in about a month and a half ago. Well, about a month ago, and I didn't catch them. I didn't catch them right when I get them, so I couldn't get some of the props that I wanted, and I didn't want to tell the boat gang, because if I told the boat gang when he got them, you guys would get all the props. And I actually did get some of the props that I really wanted. So let me show you guys what I got here. So this is a set of 2350 bar. I got the set. I'm gonna try them on my Animal Twin. They're high rake. I don't know how they're gonna act, but they should be awesome on that boat. I also got a 1917 2350. I wanted the 1817 because you guys remember I broke the blade off of it on my Dominator, one of my favorite props. So I got the 1917, 1 millimeter larger, or not 1 millimeter, one size larger in diameter. So it should be a good prop. We can run that on my rigger, the Dominator on 6S. And I also got the all-time prop I've been trying to get for like 4 years, trying to catch this prop. It's a 1921, 19 diameter, 21 pitch, 1938. This is a fast prop. I got it for my outrigger, okay, the Oxy Digger. It's a hot prop, and I'm excited to test it, okay? So, so Offshore Electrics actually just got these in. This is a 4 millimeter inside diameter, 6 millimeter outside diameter. It's a medium, if I'm not mistaken, cooling line. Okay, it's got the same inside diameter as the extra large cooling line, but it's thinner walled. Okay, so I got this for the hydroplane and for the new 24. Okay, it's gonna be perfect, basically a direct fit. Picked up some connectors. Always got to have connectors. These are some EC5s. Also got a couple pairs of QS8s, and some XTs. Oh no, I got the wrong one. Dang, man, I wanted the XT30 and I got the XT60. Jeez, I'm a re. Damn, man. Okay, thank you, son. Thank you. Let's get him in here. All right. So these are some water jackets. This is I can't remember. Yeah, so it's a 28 by 40 cooling jacket. Leopard motors. I'm gonna show you guys here in just a minute. Okay. So this is a 7/32 brass stuffing tube for a 4 millimeter cable, no liner. I'm gonna run 4 millimeter cables in the twin motor hydroplane. No liner. This works. Okay, 7/32. You just got to shim it up a little bit at the strut. All right. So we got some couplers here. This is these are actually really good couplers. It's not a collet, but it's a coupler, and they actually have a big grub screw on them. A lot of these couplers have small grub screws, set screws, and they tend to strip out these are actually really good. The grub screw quality is good, and 4mm to 4mm. I think I have a set of collets that are 4mm, but I'm going to go with the coupler on my drag boat. Well, twin motor hydroplane. Okay, also got some red cooling exits. Red's going to match the motors. It's going to match the cooling line on our twin motor drag boat. I should have got 3 because I need one for that cracker box, you know. Okay, speaking of the cracker box, we have a 4mm straight shaft. I decided to go straight shaft, kind of a scale drive line, you know, 4mm. You can get different options. Now, these 4mm straight shafts are only rated up to, like, I want to say 20 or 25,000 RPM. You can run higher RPM, but you actually stand a chance of bending the cable or the hard shaft. So they're, you know, or actually not really bending it. It may like wobble in the stuffing tube. You know, I've had that happen in the past, especially with a longer run. A shorter run of straight shaft, you can actually get away with higher RPM, I would imagine. But this is for the cracker box, okay? I have a motor mount that's going to work perfect with that. I also picked up these. I don't know if, let's see. I got 2 sets of these, okay? I got a 2mm option and a 3mm. The 3mm I'm going to use on my Delta Force Vortex 34. I went ahead and got a threaded one. Okay, I already have a steering rod on my 34, but I don't like it, so I went ahead and picked up a 3mm for that, 3mm for larger boats. A 26 can use this 2mm. Okay, so I got those. They have a well, not a turnbuckle, a captured ball end. It's an aluminum captured ball end, threaded. The other side is not threaded. Okay, so you can cut it to length. You can either do like a Z-bend right here on your servo, or put a connector there, you know, on your servo arm. So this is your part number. I'll have links for everything in the description. It's gonna take me a while to get that link set up for you guys, but yep, I'll get it. So the other day on my Delta Force 34 Vortex hydroplane, I melted those 6mm bullet connectors. I melted the connection. So I picked up some 8s. I got 3 sets here. 3 sets of 8s. One set for the 35. I got a set for our new ESC, and a set for, oh yeah, the UL19. The UL19, I used some cheap connectors, and the prong, that's why I hadn't been running the UL19. The prongs broke off the connectors, so I only had like 3 prongs on a couple of my bullets, so I had to replace them. These are 4mm bullet connectors. It's nice getting these from Offshore Electrics. This is the Offshore Electrics brand. They throw in heat shrink, which is always comes in handy. You know what I mean? So if you need connectors, they're actually fairly inexpensive from OSE. They're connectors as well. They're bullets and connectors. So it's a good place to get them. Throw in the connectors when you make your order. Okay, so I picked up a new hatch for my Blackjack 24. I picked the hatch up. I crashed my Blackjack 24 into one of those Christmas trees at the park pond, and I put a huge hole in it. Oh man, we got a TP power motor that's going to be going into 24, so I ordered a new hatch. You know, my old one has some hatch cracks in it. Crashed it, so I ordered a new hull. So we're going to be doing a Blackjack 24 build as well. You know, why freaking not? Why not? Oh wow, you got stuff out. Okay, so I got this SEAKING 180. I spent a lot of money here, and I really wanted to get a Castle X8S, but I just couldn't afford it this month. So I got the SEAKING 180 here, and I was thinking about putting this in my Delta Force 34 Vortex, but I was also up in the air using it with this 3267 kV 3640 in the Blackjack 24 and trying for some high-speed runs. So kind of up in the air for that, you know. What do you guys think? Delta Force Vortex 34 or the Blackjack 24? What do you think? Okay, so another thing that's really nice to get from Offshore Electrics is servos. These DS 25 kilogram servos run you about 20 bucks on eBay. Sometimes you can find them for like 18. You can buy 2 or 3 and get a discount. But OSE, I think they're like $13 for these DS servos. So if you're gonna make an order, you may as well pick up a servo. If you just go to OSE to buy the servo, then you have to pay for shipping, which it's not worth it just to get the servo. But if you're making an order, may as well throw in a servo, some connectors, some bullets, you know, and it just kind of makes sense combined with everything else, and the shipping, it just makes sense, you know. Really cheap, good servos. I run them on all my boats, 20 and 25 kilogram. Got a piece of 2mm thick carbon fiber here, okay, for our custom build. We're making that custom motor mount, making a motor mount, and it actually doubles as a servo mount all in one piece. So we're going to be doing that, okay. Well, this is the motors I got sent to me from Neil to run in that twin motor hydroplane. I'm actually wanted to go a little bit lighter with my motor choice, so I got these Leopard Hobby 2850. Let's see, I can't remember the kV. 3300 kV. Basically the same kV as these guys, just smaller and lighter. It may be a little more practical on the twin motor, you know. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? What do you think? Huh? You don't know. You don't know. So I got 2 of them. All right. And oh yeah, these 3 things I hadn't showed you yet. So this is a servo mount. I got this for the cracker box build. Just a really cheap, easy to assemble, easy to mount your servo on. Aluminum CNC cut servo mount, standard size. Okay, so that's gonna go with this and the cracker box. Working on painting it. I got this battery tray right here for the cracker box. If it fits in the hydroplane, I may use it in the hydroplane and maybe like mount my battery sideways on it. I don't know. We'll see. I got that for the cracker box though. And this is saddle tape. I got 2 rolls of it. I wish I'd have gotten more looking at it. I got this for my Vortex and the new Blackjack 24, and I just don't think that's enough. Jeez, just don't think that's enough. I can't remember how long it is, and it's kind of wider than I was expecting it to be. I think it's 3/8 inch saddle tape. This goes in around your hatch opening, okay, and then you stick it down in the hole, and then you put your hatch on, and it seals everything up. You know, so they actually have a Debro. I believe the Debro is a little thinner and a little thicker, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna set everything out. I got it all everywhere. I'm gonna kind of organize it, and I'll go through it real quick with you before I let you go. So I got everything kind of laid out so you guys can see. All right, and I just want to kind of finish up the video. I wanted to show you guys a couple things in particular before I let you go. The price on this was $573. Okay, it was a big order. And you know, a lot of my viewers, they're like, oh, Big B gets everything sent to him. He don't have to pay for nothing. But I do. I freaking do. Trust me. Now it does help when my viewers send me hardware and boat hulls to build, and you know, Pro Boat sends me boats, and SMC has helped me out with batteries and stuff. But you know, I put a pretty good chunk of change into my channel, you know. And a lot of it's just for you guys. You know, I know a lot of you like to see me build boats, but it takes money and time to build boats. So I figured I would show you guys this order, and just say that, you know, I have a passion. I love building RCs, you know, and it's an expensive hobby to be in. It really is. But the amount of time and enjoyment you get from building and running boats, it's it's definitely worth it in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show you guys the difference in this large. I mentioned earlier it was a medium. It's definitely a large. And the extra large. This large is more flexible, so you'll be able to get it in and around things in your boat, obstacles in your boats much easier. You know, the inside diameter is the same. It's just smaller in diameter. Okay, and it's actually a good option for ready to run boats. If you don't want to have to drill your through hole, like transom out where the hose goes in larger, this is going to be a good upgrade. You know, comes in 3 feet lengths, okay, and it's only $3.99 for 3 feet. Okay, also it's a lighter option than the extra large. It's much lighter, considerably lighter. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go through and show you everything one more time real quick. These 2 and 3 millimeter push rods with the capture ball ends are super nice. I usually don't run these. I usually kind of make my own, use the connectors or a Z-bend, but this is going to be great for some of my future builds and current boats. I usually run flex cables, but I got that cracker box to do a scale drive with, so this is going to be a good option. It's great for brush motors and lower KV brushless motors. You don't want to spin them too fast. When you make an order from Offshore Electrics, I kind of recommend, throwing in smalls. You know, you don't want to just make an order from them for a coupler, because it's going to be like $5 for a coupler, and it's going to cost you more for the shipping than it does for the coupler. So when you make an order, look around on your boats, you know, check everything, or if something messes up on your boats, start a list, you know, like a shopping list, so to speak. So when you order a larger something, you could throw these little smalls in with the order, like connectors. Being in the boating hobby, these connectors, they tarnish. If you have tarnished connectors, it adds heat, it builds up heat, creates more resistance in the current flow. So connectors, bullets are always good to have on hand. Also, you know, if you're changing out motors a lot or unplugging and stuff, the prongs break off, so it's always good to have connectors on hand. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have had those solder melt on those 6 millimeter bullets if I would have had some 8 millimeters in my box. So that's a good one to throw in on a bigger order. So this is a 180, and it's a popular ESC. I've had one, or a couple actually, and I've really never really had a whole lot of success. Other guys swear by them. You know, I think it's because I run in salt water. That was my issue with both of them, ones I had. So that's going to be a good ESC for this higher KV 3640 or the Delta Force. You know, good upgrade ESC for your Sonic Wake. Okay, a Velez, a UL19, that's a pretty good ESC for the price. You know, Castle, the X8S is actually like kind of taking over this guy right here, but for the price, you can't really beat it. That's why I went with this over the X8S. Just speaking the truth, you know. Now I went with the X2. 33, 30 kV, 2850. The X2 Leopard motors are freaking awesome. Well, the V1s are good too, but I like the X2s for some reason. Yeah, that's going to be a great motor for that twin motor hydroplane. It's like half the size, probably, yeah, not really half the weight, but yeah, that's going to be great. If you're going to get some ABC props, you better jump on them now, because they're going to be gone soon. All the popular sizes are gone. You could probably weed through and find a couple that may work for your boat. But, yeah, Offshore Electrics. And this is a pretty good chunk of carbon fiber here. You know, for $14, you can't really beat it. I'll make a lot of hardware, motor mounts, servo mounts with this carbon fiber. And if you have a Blackjack 24 V1, this boat is now discontinued. If you want or have a cracked hatch, or you want just a replacement or have one on hand, you better go ahead and get it, because they're going to be hard to find here shortly. Offshore Electrics or Horizon Hobby, they're going to be non-existent and hard to find in the next year. So hopefully this kind of helps you guys see what some of this stuff is, gives you some ideas for your boats. If you use the link, it does help the channel out. So you got to click the link for it to help me. And it actually stays active for 2 days, I think. After you click it and you get, you put something in your cart, it'll actually stay active. And I get a very small percentage, but it does add up and help me out with this, so I can help you guys out with my videos. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.